favorite empowerment topics to talk about is when clients come to me and they are feeling torn between the life that they are living and the life that they feel as though they want to be living. And the life that they are living is not really in alignment with their true self, whether it be they are in a marriage that no longer resonates with them and they want to make a shift and realize that their true self has been there the whole time, but they've been really covered up, covering up who their true self is. And now they've got themselves, into a 20-year marriage and it doesn't feel so good anymore. And they're to the point where they can't endure it anymore. They cannot participate in the relationship in the way that it's been. And, we change. A couple things happen when we enter a relationship and we are not fully aligned with who we are at our core essence. We are working off of these false egocentric perceptions and how we show up. Then we have relationships based on that. And it's a two-way street. Usually both partners are doing it. And there's going to come a time when all of a sudden it just feels like I can't do this any longer. I can't hide who I am. The other partner starts to go, what is happening here? Where's my person that I married? And why is there so much discourse or friction right now between us? And, I can see it in clients, like I said, in the marriage partnership, but I can also see it in younger clients who have been reared to be people pleasers or to feel guilt or shame when they make a decision based on what it feels like for them, feeling good here, but then their choice it makes someone else in their immediate family uncomfortable, whether it's a mom, a dad, or friends. And really getting these clients in alignment with it's okay to choose you. And at the end of the day, that's the lesson is, peeling back. It's really about peeling back the layers that are protecting us from being us in the first place, right? And a lot of us came from families where we were taught and raised to not listen to ourselves first. You might know that you feel a certain way, but you also know it's more important that the people on the outside of us feel a certain way. And we are taught to make everyone else around us feel better and put ourselves last. So usually the people that come to me for healing, just energetically, it's through things that I've already healed. And I was that person, right? I was the person who was taught to not follow their own heart. And my family members who, took part in that, in no way, shape, or form did they mean ill will or to hurt or manipulate me. It's just the way that they were raised, right? So it's a generational trauma, if you will. It's a generational way of being. And, the 70s, the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, all of that, there weren't people talking about honor your truth and be authentic and what is the essence of you and the core authentic you. No one, not very many people in the mainstream society was talking about that. So, nowadays there are a lot of people who are focusing more on the healing journey and what it feels like to actually honor self. Part of what I do is, it's an unconscious change, which is what I do in the healing that I do, and it's a conscious change. So there's unconscious and conscious. The conscious is what we are aware of when we are in the present moment. So the more that we can be present, the more that we can be aware of what it is that we want to shift or the changes that we want to make. So what you can do on a conscious level is daily habits, right? I was reading a book a while ago called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and everything in that book is like the support that you would need on a conscious level, which requires you to really have an intention about what it is that you want in your life moving forward for yourself, which is really to drop into your knowing and follow that compass and that awareness here, right? your awareness that this is what I want or not want, and then feeling it so that it's connected, right? It's mind and it's spiritual. It's like something I think, how does it feel when I think that? And how does it feel spiritual? I keep touching here. It's like your third eye, right? Like, so on another dimension, how does it feel? Does it feel like I'm being pulled in that direction? So supporting yourself daily by having an intention about what is it that I want, and then being able to visualize yourself in doing that. Like, what would it look like if I were this version of myself? What would it look like if I actually gave myself permission to choose me, or to say yes or no based on how I feel rather than based on what I think I should do or what I would have done if I could have done that? So not thinking about being in the past, but really in the future, right? So it's present. How do I feel now? And then how do I visualize that version of myself being? And really sitting with it and meditating with it, to be honest, in your meditation daily, bringing this out in your intentionality, and visualizing who is it that I want to be, and then creating a structured practice around that daily. It could be anything from journaling, right? The normal things that people say, like meditation, taking a walk, being in nature, all of that. So just really wanted to ask you and see if what I'm saying resonates with you, and if you've ever found yourself in relationships, or maybe even a career, or living in a certain part of the country that you're like, why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I really want to, or because it's something that someone told me to do that I've always been doing and I'm just going to keep doing that, right? We only get one shot at this lifetime in this body form. So what are you doing to honor you and your essence and your soul and your purpose and your journey and your happiness and your joy and your love? What are you doing to honor and respect all of that, right? It's all on you, really, to create the life that you want. So that is my message to you, is you're here to create the life you want. So indulge yourself and find the habits that work for you so that you are the most vibrant, happy version of yourself that you can be in this lifetime. I love all this sunshine that's around me in the background. So wherever you are, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.